So you want to catch a 100-pound catfish? Well, you're going to enjoy this video. We've got 3 captains who have caught some big catfish in their life, and they're going to tell you where they think you have the best shot in America of catching a 100-pound catfish. Now listen folks, 100-pound catfish are rare no matter where you're fishing. Out of the millions and millions of catfish that are caught every year by fishermen in America, only a few, probably less than 20, break the 100-pound mark. Fish this size are extremely rare creatures, and it takes a magical set of circumstances for a fish to be able to reach this size. Now, not only does a fish need to live a long time to reach 100 pounds, it needs a perfect combination of water quality, food, genetics, and low fishing pressure so that it can hit that 100-pound mark. Well, with the odds stacked against these catfish of reaching these epic proportions, there's only a few bodies of water around the country where an angler has a legitimate shot at catching one of these fish. Now, what are 3 of the top bodies of water for catching a catfish this size? The first person I spoke with was American Catfishing Association Hall of Fame member Steve Douglas. Now, anyone that watches Steve here on YouTube knows that Steve has seen some big catfish. At the 2022 Catfish Conference, I sat down with Steve and I asked him where he thinks your best shot is for catching a 100-pound catfish.
I'd say Tennessee River is going to catch me. I've caught a couple 100-pound. I've never seen anything that big like 120, but I know I've got some triple digits out of there. The Tennessee River is a river, but it's a chain of lakes. But I think most of all that river is going to have the same kind of fish in it. Now, the farther you get up the Tennessee River, the less the fish are. Anywhere from, say, Watts Bar to Kentucky Lake is going to be awesome as far as there's a good chance you're going to catch a 100-pounder at any time.
Now, another angler who has seen some big catfish is Catch the Fever Pro Staff member Joey Baird. Now, Joey is a catfish guide in eastern North Carolina, and he held the record for the largest blue catfish in North Carolina with a 121-pound monster that he caught out of Lake Gaston. Now, even though Joey Baird is a fishing guide on Lake Gaston, and that lake has produced 3 previous state records, Joey believes there's a better place to go to find a catfish over 100 pounds.
Based off what I know and what I fished, and I'd say if I were going, James River would be my 100-pound mark.
Now, for anyone that has pursued trophy catfish, hearing the James River is no surprise. That body of water has probably produced more catfish over 50 pounds than any body of water anywhere in America. Now, located in eastern Virginia, the James River has been a big catfish destination for many years. I spoke with another Catch the Fever Pro Staff angler, Captain Christian Moore. Now, he's a guide on the James River, so his answer didn't really surprise me.
I'm going to say Tidal River. Since I have moved to Virginia, I've lived here for 5 years, I've heard tell of probably 6, 7, 8 fish over 100 pounds caught on the James, the Mattaponi, the Rappahannock River.
Well, I figured Captain Moore may be a little biased toward the James River, so I raised the stakes a little and I asked him, where's your best chance at catching a catfish over 120 pounds?
120-pound fish, I'm going to have to go with Kerr Lake on that one. There's big fish in that lake. This last ice bowl, there was a great big fish caught. I think it was 112 pounds, I believe. Dale caught one in 2016-17 that, just kissed the world record by a few pounds. The tournament series down there, usually at least there's one in the 120 region caught. I'm pretty sure if you're going to get, I would say world record, my personal opinion is coming from Kerr.
There you go, folks. It's no surprise that Kerr Lake gets mentioned when it comes to catching a catfish over 100 pounds. After all, Kerr Lake, which is located on the North Carolina-Virginia line, is not only home to the largest blue catfish ever caught, it's also home to the largest blue catfish that's ever been caught in a catfish tournament. Now, Catch the Fever pro staffer Dale Lowe caught a 141-pound blue catfish out of Kerr Lake during the Ice Bowl several years ago. This fish was just 2 pounds shy of the world record at 143 pounds that was caught out of the same lake. While the world record blue catfish did not survive, Dale's did survive. And the good news for you guys is that fish was released back into Kerr Lake alive. What is it that makes this body of water so special and so capable of producing fish over 100 pounds? Here's what Captain Christian Moore had to say about that.
You know, it's got to be, it's something in the water, man. It's a good, clean water system. It must be oxygenated well. They have a limitless supply of food. I don't know if they commercial fish there for catfish. I'm not sure that could be a factor. And it's big, you know, Kerr Lake, that's a very big reservoir. It's got a lot of gallons of water in it. I think they say, 800 miles of shoreline. So it's just a big environment. It's a big fish tank to grow a big fish, man.
There has probably never been a better time in the history of this country for catching a catfish over 100 pounds. While it can be argued that at some point there may have been more catfish over 100 pounds in this country, never have blue catfish been as widespread as they are now. Now, not only are these catfish more widespread around the country, but there is more knowledge and more information out there that enable anglers to catch these fish. Now, there is a downside to that. There are more people on the water, more people fishing, more bait in the water, just more people out there. So these fish are pressured now more than they've ever been. The good news is that when done responsibly, this is a sustainable resource. It is a resource that will be there for generations if we are smart. The bottom line is enjoy the sport and respect the resource so that future generations can enjoy what we love so much. Well, folks, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Here are a couple more videos that I think you're gonna like. I'd watch that one and then that one. No, do that one first and then that one. I don't know, just watch them both. They're both good.